grandmother, Sophia, and my granddaughter, Sophia. So my grandmother, she was, we were more or less a non-drinking family growing up, and she would make choke cherry and Saskatoon berry wine for me, or teach us how to do it. And so I kind of give her credit for my start of drinking, even though she wasn't a big drinker. And then the year I incorporated my company, Sophia was born. So Vina, Sophia means vineyard goddess. So I just named it after my two favorite people.
Fantastic, very nice.
So this is my very first winery that I imported from. It's a gorgeous Cab Sauv out of the Lake County region of California, which is just north of Napa Valley, north of Calistoga, which is north of the prime Napa region. This one's won many awards. It's won gold medals. They also just came out with a new one, Lost Hog, which I just brought in, a white and a cab as well. And just a fun little wine. This one's got nice notes of golden apple, and I just love the little pig that's in it. Then I have a new winery that I just brought in, and this is the Lucky Rock winery. This is a really fun Pinot. I've looked for a Pinot for 7 years to import because I'm not into the funky barnyard notes. I want something bright and juicy. And this one is two really fun brothers that they make this out of the Sonoma region. So it has 3 vineyards, one from Sonoma, one from San Benito and Monterey. And the reason the logo, Lucky Rock, their parents were gold prospectors, and so they came up with the gold pick and then the snake from the desert. And Lucky Rock was the claim where their parents hit gold. So this is my French wine from the Bordeaux region of France. This was a fun wine to locate. I had a friend who brought me a bottle back from Paris when she went for her 65th birthday, and so I went to visit the winery. This one is 60% Merlot and 40% Cab Sauv, so it's a true Bordeaux blend. Les Haies de Palais is the winery, and they are a wonderful family to work with. They have a white, a red, a rosé. I have sparkling wines that I can get from there, and I have some other Bordeaux's as well. So it's one of my favorite. So this is from another one of my wineries in France. This is from the Châteauneuf-du-Pape region, and this is Juliette Avril. It was a really nice family again to work with. They have one of the most state-of-the-art wineries that I have seen. It is also, a lot of the wines from France and especially that region are negociants who buy up the grapes and then they blend them together to make the wines. This particular one is a family winery that has been passed down from generation to generation, and Stefan is the one owner with his mother, and they make some of the most beautiful wines that are made from grapes that are right on their own property that they own. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the Italian wines right now. These are the Tuscany wines. I have, these wines are lovely with pasta. So first of all, I have the Chardonnay. Chardonnay is beautiful if you're doing a linguine with a seafood. So you're doing maybe some scallops, some shrimp, a nice sauce with them, nice salad, and a beautiful minerality Chardonnay would be lovely with those. Or you could even, sometimes I pair a rosé, like a rosata, with my with anything salmon or seafood as well. So instead of matching light food and wine. I'm matching color in wine, so our rosé with salmon. Then I move on to a beautiful Chianti, again lovely with red sauce and pasta. This Chianti is a Superiore, and it's a 2018 from Tenuta San Jacopo, and again lovely red. And then we get into another family of wine, my Il Grappola, but this one is a Rosso, and again a little bit heavier body because it's a Sangiovese, but it's 50% in oak and 50% stainless steel blended together to give you a little bit lighter. A Brunello would need more aging, where this is kind of your the baby Brunello. You get to drink this a little quicker. So this is a Rosata Sangiovese. So when you make a rosé wine, you do a process called Sangné, which means bleeding through. And this particular one was probably, I'm guessing, about 6 hours on skins and tanks before they bled through the juice as they got the perfect color that they wanted. And a rosé, a lot of people say I don't like a rosé, but really it's just the great flavors coming out of the skins of the grape, and so you get a beautiful light red wine, which is what a true rosé would be. This one is one that I would pair with salmon, shrimp. This is where I do the color to color pairing, and lovely, just chilled on a nice hot summer day, which of course we don't have today because it's snow. This is my newest addition to my Demerté lineup. Most people are familiar with the classic, the gold, and the velvet labels. This one is a white, so it is 80% Verdeo and 20% Sauvignon Blanc, which makes a nice, light, crisp wine, beautiful to pair with salmon, seafood, shrimp, barbecue in the summer. It's just chill it down, and it's got a nice rich velvet feel in your mouth. So this, along with my white, I added to my portfolio just in the spring. This Demerté 1, it's called, is the black and white label as most people know it. This one is 90% Monastrell and 10% Cabernet Sauvignon. It's one that you'll find in a couple restaurants in the city. It's available right now at Flores and Pines, just outside of Bear's Paw. And it's going to be hitting another Mexican restaurant that is in the near future as well, that just requested it. So this is one of my first wines I brought in, my Santos and Seiche. This one is a Reserva from the Alentejo region. It is Alicante Bolché, which is known as a perfume grape. It's just a really beautiful aroma to it, lovely taste. It's blended with a little bit of Touriga Nacional, which these are indigenous grapes to Portugal, and they just fall under other names when they're grown and sold in Spain. This one is a big seller that's a 2015, and it is the baby to the Grand Reserva. So this Grand Reserva, it only comes out every 5 years. This one is 24 months in French oak, then a year in the bottle before it's even released, and it only comes out 2015, and then the next one won't be available till 2020. These are my #1 selling wines. They're so delicious. Pair them, they're nice deep red wines. So pairing them with beef, marinated beef, barbecue beef, it's something that's just a great quality wine to have in your cellar too, and age.